it to show up.
Oh.
Oh, there it is.
You actually missed the part where I actually solved that whole case with the letters. That was actually pretty interesting. By the way, like I said, I'm playing this whole game blind. I'm not doing any Google searches. I'm not like, oh, let me start the case over. Yeah.
Okay. Imagine having load screens. That's wild.
Shut up.
I'm joking.
Earl Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard. Sounds like a homicide, Chief.
I will say everything I am experiencing right here.
Were carrying army surplus morphine.
This might
Get
be
over
enough
there
to
before
get me
homicide
interested in
tramples all over the
Cyberpunk
place.
again.
We already cleared that up. Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday.
Whenever that comes out, I know that's like.
He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
This is free? Oh, VR experience. Oh, fuck this shit.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Okay.
I thought it was a movie because like I'm behind on movies that I want to watch.
You're fine.
But I'm always behind on movies that I want to
Alright, location 111 Club, current destination. Alright. Which means the shooting is most likely behind the syringe situation that we're currently having. Or the morphine situation that we're currently having. Alright, let's go.
Temtem?
Hold on a second.
Temtem's out?
What?
Oh no, release date 12/8/2020.
Alright.
Okay.
God damn.
That's dope though.
We can't seem to put this morphine to
Temtem
sleep.
comes out on PS5.
A dead judge. It's not good.
Yo, I'm downloading.
Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
Temtem early access. Yo, this is hype.
Huh?
There's a new IP coming out. That's
Mouthpiece store strips off me at the grand jury.
people are divided on it. People are saying it's like the rival to Pokemon, but like a lot of the Pokemon community is like embracing this game because it's kind of going to be the kind of Pokemon that we wish like Nintendo would make.
Okay.
It's pretty much like an MMO Pokemon.
Huh. Interesting.
And that's Temtem, and that shit comes out on.
You drive. I need to go over the case
on
notes.
PS4 too? If this shit comes out on PS4, we gotta play.
Huh.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job.
MMO
There's a
Pokemon
change in the
shit.
wind.
About time.
And the customization
This
of
wind will
their
be
own
like a
visuals
tornado,
from
Phelps.
Animal Crossing.
Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Bro, I'm hyped. This will be like actually the next MMO that I play. Like I fuck with 14, I fuck with Warframe, but this shit.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we're here.
Homicide guys are already inside.
The cows.
Phelps, back again.
We're here about the morphine.
Over by the bandstand.
Look at all.
See what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vicks?
Two musicians, Biddleston and Bow. Get this, they used to be in a four-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree
Gangs in an intense
met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You
wild.
might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company.
Oh my
until
god.
you're
Well, that eventually came back. So there was a good reason why we saw that trumpet. Time to start looking for clues. Check the dead body. Holy crap, he got lit up with a Tommy gun.
Must have pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
God damn. the way his eyes is looking.
Alright. So there's no particular clue on him.
I'm sorry, I don't need to meme on this fucking game.
No, you're good.
You want to take it serious?
No, you're good. I mean, I'm not gonna respond. I think it's funny as hell. But you're fine.
It's funny.
What'd you find?
Good ones, Phelps.
I'm just trying to see what details I can find. Um,
Hogwarts Legacy. Yo,
said
that shit's about to go crazy.
Hogwarts, you said?
Yeah, I could send you the trailer. I know you probably haven't been keeping up with PS5 shit, but the Hogwarts Legacy game, that shit looks crazy.
That's Harry Potter, right?
When you're ready to have a civil
Yeah.
conversation,
Want to make sure I wasn't crazy.
try again.
Alright, let's check over here. Man, this is some shooting. What's in the suitcase? Well, I'll be damned.
Custom case. Someone cared for this instrument.
Oh, it's cutie.
Alright, let's check the...
Never the same, are they?
Oh, it's underneath the case. Which means it's probably hollow. Yep,
Neat trick.
or
Case
partially.
must have cost more than the trumpet.
That's never good. This is clearly a result of heroin. And
Follow up
we're
on
going
these.
back to the blue room once again.
Kept his stash close at hand.
Or morphine, sorry. I don't think heroin was introduced yet. Okay, yeah, so I can't look at the other two things. They're irrelevant. Oh, wait, shit. Let's check the trombone. Okay, nothing. Alright. We have another dead body we're about to check, Shaq, so try not to laugh too much.
As long as he's not making faces at me.
Yeah, I figured you were gonna say that. As long as he's not making faces at me.
New source. Or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Why you don't crouch over him like that?
You are a class act.
You look.
I guess anything on him as well.
Right, now you touching his face and shit.
Oh man, you should have seen this scene earlier in the game where this guy was like, "What were you doing around this dead body?" I was kissing her. He got decked immediately, and that shit was hilarious. I was like, "Okay, that's pretty funny." Like, I was kissing her. It's like, oh, cigarettes.
Dozen packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
That's fine. I didn't even play the first Horizon game. I'll probably watch a playthrough. But... Project Athia.
These look brand new. Never fired. Haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
This guy hunting for bear?
Square is
Look at these
disgusting for
things.
this shit.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war.
Project Athia.
How did he get 3 of them?
It's a placeholder title, but
Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus
they're
valor.
releasing
Sound
this.
familiar?
They're working on
We
this
should get
while
back to
also
the
working
station
on
and
Final
check the
Fantasy
details of
16,
what
which
exactly
that shit
was
looks
lifted
sexual.
from that
I don't
ship.
know if you've seen it, but that shit looks sick.
Uh huh. Clues. We got the morphine, obviously.
Gross. And Shiva looking like a bad bitch.
With the blue room pass, so we're obviously gonna be going there soon. So we can probably investigate which is probably how we're gonna get that singer. We have the value of cigarettes, which means either the morphine is being shipped through there or they're actual cigarettes and they're just being used as a cover. We have the bars, which explains a couple of things. And then we have the heist. That's right. So, now that's being brought to our attention. And that's the next location on the list. The blue room. But let's talk to the maid.
I gotta be careful with this game.
I mean, not the
You fuck
maid,
around and
the
just
waitress.
drop Pokemon.
Alright, this is the part where you want to start watching. About to talk to the waitress. That's all I remember. Yep.
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club.
Oh my god. I know her.
Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off.
Alright, so
If I'd
she's...
been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Let's take a look at her face. She clearly knows something, I just don't know what.
You could do good cop, bad cop. Beat her
You
ass.
wanna level with me before we start taking an interest in you.
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre.
Huh.
Are you getting the
Why is
picture?
her face?
Don't get her chin for too long.
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a
That's what
thing
I'm
about running a
saying. Like,
nightclub.
she
He
wanted to
came
be
into
Mrs.
some money
Potato
and
Head
waltzed
so
in and
bad.
bought
Like,
the place.
why is she
Previous
look
owner
like
thought all
that?
his Christmases had come at once.
Where do you think he got the money?
Huh, got it
My
right.
guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, man.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Alright, cool. Got that experience. Next stop, Blue Room. By the way, like I said before, playing this totally blind from the beginning. But I'm also not doing cases over. When earlier cases, I was doing them over. Everything else now, I've been going through straight through. I think the last case I did over. But... Huh, I sound pretty fucking clear. Alright.
Just what I think I've
Yeah, my speakers are loud. Except if I played them through my bigger speakers, you'd probably actually not hear yourself at all.
I mean, either or, doesn't matter to me.
You're behind the wheel.
I'll be fine. Besides, I just want to get this game beaten. Wait, what? There's a telephone right there. I didn't use it.
Early access announcement? How do you get early access? Oh, the PS5 early access starts December 8th. Okay.
What's that?
Of Temtem. So when does the game actually come out?
Next year.
They fucking put...
I
yeah,
don't
they
know.
fucking put... I'm pretty sure they put Etika in this game.
Huh?
We would like them to
Temtem.
stay, Miss
They
Lee.
put Etika in the
We're
game.
making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
I see.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Oh boy, here we go. Hold on.
Who got...
We don't.
Hold on. Watch this.
What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making enquiries understood further?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy, how about you get a drink while I see this?
He about to deck her.
Will you sit down?
Did you see it? He was about to run up on
Why
her.
antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
I thought he
Ask
actually
your
told me.
questions, head officer.
No.
We have work to do.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
Huh. Not a single tell. Well, this is all I have. Not much to go on, but this will have to do for right now.
Hopheads appear to get a free pass at this club. You all know about the morphine.
And how do you expect to prove that? I have a
Whoops.
rehearsal to finish. It's time for you to leave.
So that was wrong. Okay.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words. Very noble. But words are just words. Cold facts.
You talking
She's
about?
right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cullen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day, you'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Because of Elsa.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Huh.
The song.
Wait, what did you say? Sorry, I was caught up. What?
I was making a joke.
I didn't hear what you said, but I know what's about to happen, so I'm watching this scene. Is he about to follow her to her goddamn house? That's not creepy at all. Oh my god. Yep. We're tailing her to her house. This isn't weird at all.
Run her off the road.
Yeah, this isn't GTA. I had to be partially respectable of the driving laws. Crap.
I think am I watching you drive in this fucking game, or was that Dan? What y'all was driving crazy?
Crap. That's why I said partially.
Show me Virgil. Teach me how to play Virgil.
We're in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Oh my god, it is still downloading.
Hmm. Wait a second. Huh. Wasn't expecting that.
Oh, okay. So technically counts as a PS5 game. Okay, gotcha. Let me shut off my computer.
LAPD. We're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3. If you'll follow me.
Which table? Are you hearing this dialogue?
Taking the other Palm Springs
Oh,
for the
yeah,
weekend.
let me turn it up now. I turned it down when he was talking.
LAPD. We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Beaver along.
Look at the
Hope he's not going
boy.
to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps.
Oh,
Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun.
What?
Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said that a funny guy Roy is?
What?
How much fun
biggest
it would be
schlong.
together.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was in Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard it.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling
What the
stolen
fuck?
morphine. He had 1/3 of the
I'm beating.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up
Excuse
to.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment.
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. And I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit. I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine.
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Look at that smug look on his face. He's lying his ass off.
I think you're lying. I think the 111 Club was your men. I think you're trying to send a message.
I'll send you a message, kid. You better have some proof that that was one of mine, or else you better have health insurance, huh? All of the scratching around in that little book is cute, kid.
Oh man, that's embarrassing.
How long now, huh?
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs when it's everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. You have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
Huh. So I just went back up on him instead.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
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 Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
Everyone knows it.
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible.
Oh my
Our
God.
job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution,
Bible.
except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration. Cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working,
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
Okay, so I should have back copped him instead. That sucks. That's 2 questions I missed in total. Oh, it's just 1. Yeah, it's 2.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Well
Homicide
then.
just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
Easy. We just need to corroborate. Yep. So now we have that. Ship manifest. Jack Kelso. Yep. Machine gun. Here we go, Morphe. Christopher.
Half a million cigarettes loose on the streets of LA. This is the crate we recovered. Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club. Enough to arm 3 companies. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon. But Goldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
Goldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
I say we go.
Oh. That was gonna keep moving by himself. Nope, time to go. I would say the hard part about this game is just like you know the answer, but you're just not sure, and that second guessing can literally cost you an important clue.
You can drive.
Do we know where we're going?
Also, I try to drive too much in this game, as you can see. I'm not a good driver. Also, that means we're probably going to have a shootout. Get ready. Yes. Oh, that's right. I muted the party audio, so I can't hear you saying anything.
Oh.
That's why I can't hear you. Let me change that. Oh no, it's in there.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you through actual audio, not through the stream. But I think it's because you made it to where it's not allowed. Oh my god! Yeah, they're getting murdered.
I think you should just, I didn't make
Oh wow, he's down too.
5
Did that by default.
for that. Yeah. Did that by default. And so I just had to change it back in. Oh,
Well, I died very fast.
sick as fuck. Oh god.
Okay, so obviously I can't actually come up and shoot this person because the bullets don't travel that far, so I'm gonna do the old-fashioned way. Oh, that's not fair. Come on. I shot his head off. Wow, I'm so good at aiming. Are you seeing this malarkey?
Down.
Yeah, I'm pinned down. I can't really do much. I'm waiting until it runs out of ammo.
It's worse than a war zone.
Do you have a better weapon?
No.
I feel bad.
Don't.
Oh, wait, me?
No, don't feel bad. This is a work in progress. Oh, that was done. No! What happened?
New stuff in Borderlands.
I'm not sure. No, I haven't.
Can't make the shot.
Yeah, so I actually can't make the shot. I have to move in. Oh my god, I keep forgetting the running mechanics are not the same. Let's try again.
Can't make the shot.
Stay down.
Two clips into the bus. As near as we can make out, he's on the roof of one of those buildings.
Look how many shots I'm emptying into this guy.
Are you actually hitting him?
Look, yeah.
I am looking, it just...
The red mist.
On the way. Cease and desist.
You gotta do this the old-fashioned way.
I'm sending Salvador back and I have no idea why.
Oh my god, why did that happen? Why I accidentally Salvador back?
Did you hear that?
He said accident Salvador back and I have no idea why.
Drop the gun now.
What do I tell you?
Boom. You're under arrest, dirtbag. Well, I'm about to see another dead body. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. It's always that weird crackling sound when you turn the dead body's head. Alright. Nothing in the pocket.
No, he's not making no faces.
I mean, he has a straight face.
Yeah.
Phone number and restaurant table.
Do I have any better close-up gun? Probably not. Who this?
Nope. I guess next step is to check the gun. Yeah. One of the bars.
Corey got a PS5 for free.
Who?
A YouTuber I watch.
It's one of the BARs.
And then they sent him a free copy of Miles Morales. And I'm like, goddamn.
Hey. Well, you contribute to society. Ah.
Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship.
Name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and started treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Pool Ridge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. Cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It was a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Alright, now that's obvious that you're lying.
The dead guy on the roof works for Mickey Cohen. Why would Cohen want you dead?
Man, I don't know anything about Mickey Cohen or any of those gangsters.
Oh, okay. God damn.
You think I'd be dumb enough to get involved with people like that?
Ask 3 questions, miss. Should just back up him again.
We'll be in touch.
You heard that Jack is in L.A.?
I saw his name, man.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant.
God damn.
Sorry.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying a story?
Not for a minute.
Okay, so... Huh. Nowhere else to go, huh? I just really hate when I get those numbers wrong, because it's like I feel like I know the right answer, but then you realize you don't, and it's like, oh, you have to realize that after the fact. That's the tough part about this game in particular.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thanks for your help.
Alright, here we go. Time to pay old Jack Kelso a visit.
You know the way. You can drive.
How well did you know the owner?
Goldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No. You don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Huh. He's not entirely wrong.
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in LA trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
I'm sure it would be great to hear more about the story, boys. I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
Excuse me, she is.
You really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up.
You better watch your mouth.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Then you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
You heard that a crate of VARs were missing?
No, I didn't.
I saw Felix Alvaro today.
Good. How was he?
A little pale. One of Mickey Cohen's goons had emptied about 60 VAR rounds into the bus he was driving. A public bus, in the middle of Hollywood. Are you going to tell me what's going on? Or do more innocent people have to die?
Yeah, and what's in it for you, Cole? Newspapers? More glory? Another promotion? Another medal at the expense of men who fought for their country? Count me out.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
Jack, we just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. Victim is a Chris Majowski.
Another name for the manifest?
Huh.
How many more friends of yours are gonna get plugged today?
Can you drive to this one?
Talk about tension. That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
This is actually getting interesting. I don't know if you saw any of that.
No, I'm circle of slaughter. I know.
Oh wow, it was actually going. Oh, okay.
They just walked up and shot the man. Two of them officers, they went that way.
They're still in the car.
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
Won't work. He's a tough customer.
Do I hate driving missions?
Clear this asshole off the road. I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
Sorry, trying to drive this car off the road.
From here, Cole.
No, you should start right.
I'm not there. Yeah, I'm still here. These fucking sharp turns.
It's no good. We need to get closer.
As you're being a dick. Ah, get back here, you fucker. That's what making me have to ram your partner into the ground. Watch it before it goes away. It's up right now. You can look at it.
Oh, okay. I just refreshed it.
I like how his body magically appeared over here even though I literally ran him over with the car. Well, I'll be damned.
An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them.
65. Oh.
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
Is that a newspaper? Well then. Time to watch cutscene.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brenda Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak.
Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor?
Oh boy.
District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horal?
Name's Roy Earl. Detective. Administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop. A hero from the war who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public we all served. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
Wow.
So what do you want in return, Ray?
Wow.
Fingering a fellow officer.
I don't believe this.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's what okay.
What?
A gun that I'm using in Borderlands kills
So
me
what
if I'm
next?
too close to whoever I
The
kill
post office,
with it.
Cole, and be quick about it.
Like, I forgot that's like a special thing about the gun. Like, I have to be far away from people when I kill people with it.
So, turns out Cole's partner gave him up for who knows what. This is, well, I'm not sure how I feel right now.
You probably feel a lot of things.
Betrayal? Betrayal.
You're behind the wheel. They're taking out all the guys from the ship.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine, and they're waiting for someone to crack.
Oh my god!
Getting close.
Are you seeing this? They just shot someone. They like really opened the car door and just shot the crap out of him. And then just got back in the car. Like it was not the good stuff. Oh!
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. I can't take the shot from here, Cole.
I really hate these car chases, I really do.
It's no good. We need to get closer.
If these cars were faster than 1945, I'd love to.
Clear this asshole off the road. Let's see how fast he runs on bare rims.
LAPD, put your hands in the air.
Yeah. What's happening in the car? Look at this car. Look at this.
It's scooting along.
That made no sense.
Shit, I'm out.
Yeah, the car literally trying to walk away. It's like the car itself was drunk. Post office is the last place. Let's see how it goes.
You can drive.
This is rough. Well, that didn't take long at all. Another shootout. Nothing but shooting. Another dead body. Wait, what the? Okay, oh.
Tell Courtney. Bad luck.
Is he faking?
No, he's dying.
Oh, he's dying.
I didn't know.
I was like, bro.
I thought he was glitching out.
Linked. Yeah.
Okay. He just now died. Jesus Christ.
Polar Bear Ice Company. Really did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
He just died too. This is weird. I didn't want to look at his face. Oh, another one.
Looks like Sheldon's bringing his own fire team with him.
So that story's coming to a head too.
Juice, Beckett, Goldberg, Driscoll, these are good guys. Why did they get wrapped up in this thing?
Not everyone has your unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole.
Oh shit. Oh,
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
Kill these red bastards!
On the roof, Cole, nail him! Keep moving, I'll cover you. Stay down.
Find some cover! Stay in cover!
Okay. I don't like that. God damn.
What?
They're making a run for it after them.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I was talking about the shootout we were doing, because shit's getting crazy out here.
Empty.
Yeah, you ain't going nowhere, mister.
Shit, really hurts.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. It's amazing I didn't die from that.
I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that.
KGPL to Car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
Well, that's interesting. I guess we'll have to put this case to rest.
You can drive.
Roy, in my office, if you please.
I'm working a major case. I'm not close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But, Cap.
No buts. This is more important.
Oh, hey, the counselor too.
Is this your attorney?
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir?
You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, that's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation. I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
You're lying, Courtney. The other guys aren't smart enough to attempt something like this. You either give it up, or I go after Jack for it.
And how do you prove that, Cole? Jack isn't scared of you, Phelps. None of us were. We just followed your orders.
You were on the ship, Sheldon.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
Try again.
So you don't mind that the mob executed McGoldrick, Driscoll, and Beckett to get to you?
I don't know why you're trying to pin this on me. Where's your proof? We finished here?
Oh my god.
Have you finished, detective?
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does. because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You were Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office, now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What?
You heard the man, folks.
What?
Upstairs and face the music like the hero you wear. You certainly had us fooled, Detective. You're one of my friends. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, what is going on?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery. A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you'll...
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad? Your wife, your children, consorting with the enemy, and a dope
Wow.
at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot. The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun, keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press. What the hell were you thinking?
That's fucked up. That's really fucked up.
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. You want me to call the police?
Wow.
For God's sake, Marie. Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
Wow. Don't tell me she's dead. Or with another man? So that's why. Okay. Wow, so we're on arson now. This game really knows how to stick it to you.
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like porking that German whore, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, Detective. Now get out of here. Both of them. Get out!
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury.
Huh.
Case was thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Guy gave his wife a tat. I said, all's fair.
I don't know if you saw anything that happened in the last couple of cutscenes.
No.
I'm praying that those prints
Yeah, it's
come
been pretty
through
crazy.
so I can nail that son of a bitch.
You're the reason brothers and sisters shouldn't marry.
What? Did you hear that?
Well, you don't see that every day.
Wait, what'd she say?
You're the reason brothers and sisters shouldn't marry.
You're behind the wheel. Can you drive to this one?
How long have you been working arson? We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? Or look somewhere else.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in your face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay,
Wow.
Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken.
What?
You have anything?
Your fire started late last night.
Oh.
Stephen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. They come home with us.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
You don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry lady's his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
Isn't that the cop who caught the guy that was
Tommy
pretending to be
holding
dead?
this window for years.
The hell are you talking?
I could send it to you, but you're busy.
Yes, I am busy. How many hours has it been actually?
A couple.
Well, then I think after this case I'll probably stop. Actually, how many cases do I have right now? I need to look at my stats. I have 6 cases left. I'm actually supposed to be done with this game. Well then.
Seems irrelevant.
The whole house burned to the ground.
Maybe. No. Junk.
I got scammed, LMAO.
We haven't found every clue yet. But where are the remaining clues?
Under the train? You solved the case. Booked some barfly for the murder.
Mr. Stebbins?
Budget work?
Cole Phelps and Herschel Diggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Stebbins.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent. Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Stephens?
A weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. Lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away.
Oh.
But I never bargained.
GI houses?
Yeah, something like that.
I had trouble looking at his face and straight back copped him.
Alright.
Oh my god, I hate that. There's gotta be something here we can look at. Oh.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Son of a bitch.
Of course, they call it Elysian Fields.
Phelps, 1247. I need information on the suburban redevelopment fund.
Detective, just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. Do you have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thank you. You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Hmm?
I'm putting a bucket on this dude's hat or head so he can go into a fight with someone who I'm pretty sure
Hi,
about to
Albert.
kill him.
We've got this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about it.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater exploded.
Another one?
Looks that way. Insta-Heat Model 7. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month to go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Oh. That's not far.
Mal. You gonna stick it out, Cole? I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Well, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death?
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with the faulty water heat.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair. How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God?
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Oh.
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor.
Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Oh, another book / mythological reference. That's great.
Back across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
Hurry, you can still catch him.
Jesus.
Hmm?
He said the next time somebody messes with me, I'm gonna write my name in their blood.
Stop! LAPD!
Is that Krieg?
We got an ID on you, Firefly. Stop right there!
Yeah, that sounds like something Krieg would say.
It's not Krieg, it's some dude named Slim.
Of course his name's Slim.
Zane is hyping him up. Oh no, don't go in there.
Tackled.
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires?
Some.
Watching them the same.
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
I didn't even know if that kid's.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
He told him to stay out of my way. Yeah, 'cause he's a little punk bitch.
You can drive.
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
So obviously the redevelopment plan is trying to get them to move their houses out in a short amount of time, and so that way rushing the redevelopment, and those that don't go get killed. And that's pretty obvious. But excuse me.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD.
John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen?
We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that? Here they are. Stephens. The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue. Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were. You do a lot of these prizes? Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
You're lying, Cunningham. There's some kind of racket going on here, and you're in on it.
And you have a screw loose, Buster. I'm involved in a conspiracy for a $20 family ticket to Catalina. How are you going to prove that?
You don't ask, you never find out. While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who's won.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. Just wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you?
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Interesting. I always like how the audio cuts out while they're in the middle of talking. It just doesn't make sense. But are you still watching? I honestly can't tell.
Yeah.
Alright.
You drive.
Well, this is where things are going to get crazy. So, obviously, like I figured,
You want to check out the Suburban address?
this will definitely answer our question. It was one of the things that occurred earlier in the game, where there was a redevelopment thing that was being planned by the counselor, based off of the stolen morphine that that Courtney stole, that Sheldon stole. So what's happening is now that's actually being put out in those properties, but in order for that to happen, you have to strong arm the residents for leaving, or you can bribe them with money, which is what the doctor is doing. I wouldn't necessarily say he's behind it, but he's definitely going to be involved. Elysian Fields is also somewhat of a reference, because Elysian Fields is actually heaven for mortals that hit the underworld. So, you know, if you were a hero or a demigod to a degree, or a mortal that didn't particularly do anything terrible in their lives, they went to the Elysian Fields as opposed to Tartarus.
Investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help.
This is why I love these kind of detective things. I would love to be detective. That would have been great.
If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
It's not much I can tell you. Just that these Elysian boys pay good, and I don't ask questions.
Huh. Speaking of which.
So Elysian Fields builds the houses, while the Suburban Redevelopment Fund foots the bill.
Exactly. I think the blueprints have more clues than that. There's gotta be another clue lying around here somewhere. No, nothing. Check for a couple more clues, but I doubt I'll find anything. A couple of pinups. There's gotta be one more thing in here. Guess not.
Sorry, gotta go. While I'm here, my workers are probably putting their feet up and talking shit.
You're behind the wheel.
Lynch says we should visit him at Fire Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
So this is where we hear about Lynch's theory regarding the correlation between the redevelopment fund and the house fires. I've never played this part of the game. Ha! You're terrible.
We came as soon as we could.
Fires. As you sound.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire, Al?
Yes, it is.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Ah, crap. They want me to engineer. Okay, hold on a second. I'm terrible at engineering. Alright, are you ready?
Yep.
I'm going to try to organize this thing and make it make sense.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Good, your regulator's in position.
Accent's being a fucking boomer. What the fuck?
What?
Yo, Accent's like, back in our day, we never had fancy spaceships. Our old schoolers stayed on one planet and we liked it. Fucking Pandora the whole game?
Yeah, we don't have spaceships, but we have holographs and drones we can literally pull out of nowhere.
I guess Accent
So that's how it's being
Salvador
done.
Maybe.
my killing
There could be a
skills.
fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Go to the
Thanks,
Storm
Albert.
Blind
You're welcome,
Complex.
Biggs.
What the fuck
See
is
you
that?
at the next show.
On Pandora. Of course it's on Pandora.
Say what?
No, they were just shit talking us for being able to go to other planets, and then they want us to go to a place on Pandora, and I'm like, of course they want us to fucking come back to Pandora.
I mean, most of the series took place on Pandora, except for the pre-sequel.
Can you drive to this one?
And even that took place around Pandora.
Show?
Like, and then it tied into Pandora regardless.
So many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're playing Borderlands 2. We should probably play that as well, huh?
Yeah. If you ever want to play the pre-DLC.
We can't let them done with this case. This case in particular, I'm playing for like 2 hours. I've been doing 2-hour increments with LA Noire.
Turn on the first generator. What is this music? Axton, where are you? I miss you.
Somewhere.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see.
Nani?
Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasic. You should find him in his office.
Rasic, R-A-S-I-C. That sounds interesting.
I think his name is Phelps. He brought in that case of that poor lady killed near City Hall.
I like how everybody seems to know Phelps' name.
What the hell?
What?
Turn on the third generator. This shit looks wild.
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
How bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
Does he not have a door?
Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered
how does this game mode work?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow.
Am I gonna fucking
It's
die?
been reversed.
Run!
It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
What is this game mode?
I don't think
I
there's
don't
anything
understand.
inherently wrong with the design.
How many guys who know how to make that change?
Can I back up him?
All you need is a
That is a terrible flaw with the design.
Anybody could pull it apart and put it back.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after
this
the
game
rubber
mode
lasts
sucks,
quite a
whatever
few
it
years
is.
and then
I
it
hate it.
perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing
wait.
the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they
Okay,
are.
I found a gun.
You employ accredited mechanics to do this.
We call them installers. Technically, they're designers.
Installers, then.
They know what they're doing, detective, if that's what you're trying to imply.
Should have checked the evidence.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
That was bad.
Okay, I'll get it for you.
Bro.
There, around a dozen of them. The housing business is going crazy at the moment.
This is a long shot. We are not going to rouse that whole list.
I want to run it by
Was it
R&I,
because I went down?
cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
50 seconds.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, he said he thinks the design is pretty good. That was an obvious answer. Shouldn't like back up. It's a terrible design, clearly, considering how the house fires are caused. Ugh.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgrim John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
What does that mean?
Clemens Walter. Previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew. Charged for contempt of court. Attempted murder. Plea bargain down to assault charge.
What?
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasick. Desperate times indeed.
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
It's not about getting, it's about giving.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasick.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Oh wow, he's distributing these pamphlets.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine. Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all?
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Oh wow.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Varley has a problem with bugs.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Racing?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
I mean, we obviously go to Varley first, but I'm doing this in order for some reason. Because I'm apparently a creature of habit.
3 blondes walk into a bar. You'd think one of them would have seen it.
What? Did you hear that? He said 3 blondes walk into a bar. You think one of them would have seen it? Oh my god, I got the joke. That was funny.
Took you a minute. You're like, what You gotta look at my thing. My thing looking kind of crazy.
Let me check on the new and improved PlayStation now.
You know the way. You can drive.
Huh. So you ever heard of Susan Smith?
No.
She was a mother that killed her 2 boys because of a relationship.
LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
That's the short version of that story. But he basically got like what, 30 years or something? She could be freed in like the next 3 years, 4 years.
You know Reginald Barley?
Oh shit.
No? Can't say I do.
Why is it so cold? I swear that he's probably turned off. I'll cry.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Barley for murder. We want us to run you in for aiding and abetting Clemens?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All I know about Barley is he gets kickbacks from some developer.
Because fuck it.
Does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
Cold as shit.
You were licensed and worked for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
InstaHeat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watch it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
How do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings? I am not now, nor have I ever been, a member of the Communist Party. Nice try, copper.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
Yeah, Clemens.
Huh?
That was the guy that you just...
That is true. Yeah, Clemens. Yeah, you better learn your place, son. Not a bad investigation though, and makes up for those 2 clues. I mean, those 2 questions I got wrong. Next.
Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel. LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Oh, of course. God damn it, they always decide to freaking run every... Oh, wait, we can't kill him. Whoops, sorry. I don't know if you saw that at all. You gonna take a look?
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Yeah, he said stop or I'll shoot, but I failed the case if I shoot him, so that's pretty hypocritical there. Giving me a mixed signals there. Catch-22 right there.
Come on, Varley! You can't keep running forever!
I mean, he can. He needs to get into a car. Son of a gun. I'll come up outside. How far is he gonna run? Stop running, son of a gun. Why would you drive in the middle of that?
Stop or I will shoot!
Could've done that in the first place. I threatened to shoot him once, and then I threatened to shoot him a second time.
I'm gonna take a wild guess. You're the same Reginald Varley. The Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you. Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, your guest is.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take them away, officer.
And now we have one more investigation. And one more location. Mr. Ryan.
You know the way. You can drive. Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Is he gonna run too?
Well, just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
He's gonna run.
Hold it, Ryan.
Every freaking time. Why? Why even bother saying things if they're just gonna... Yeah, go ahead, yeah. Crash in that house. Ah, gosh.
It's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van.
Stop him, stop him. Oh my... Never mind. Never mind. I should just cut him off. Oh my god, I freaking hate these scenes so much.
He's in a company van and he's losing us, Cole. Some partner I got.
We'll do all the smashing and the crashing. Hell, the crashing and the smashing.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
You don't have to tell me twice.
He's got an arson-related assault charge and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in a room before we can get an angle on him.
This man has got to be stopped.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Wait, how is it that I'm hitting him with the car and he gets away? Oh my god, if he's able to get away after this, I'm going to be so
Jesus, what is he doing?
annoyed.
Tramp! Oh, Jesus!
No.
Put your hands in the air!
What was that all about?
Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
And then we have to interrogate him, don't we? Or is this the end of the case?
We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
Well, let's take a look at our criminal records first, and we can answer that question. Clemens has a criminal record of arson and carrying a 4-year jail sentence. The thing is, he told us the reason why, so he is very unlikely to be involved in this case despite his previous history. Orion's criminal record has assault and contempt. So even though he might be a bit repugnant, not necessarily a person either, But then you have Reginald wanted for murder. And he also could be an arsonist, but he doesn't necessarily fit the bill. And then we have the anarchist pamphlets. They were found in Walter's and Ryan's locker. So this will be interesting to see how this plays out. So you know what it means now? It means it's time for us to go to the old dusted trail and find out what we want to know. If I can.
Can you drive to this one?
Any thoughts or input? Oh wait, that's why you stepped out. You said, okay.
I'm watching a video.
African-American rappers saying N-word this and N-word that, but a Caucasian can't. So say it.
That's an old post, huh?
Alright, time to begin.
I have two suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing.
Biggs.
Ryan's waiting
Wow.
for you, Barley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
He's like, Phelps, you got nut. Alright, this is gonna be the tricky part.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
You expect me to believe that, Ryan? I can do it myself.
Believe whatever you want, Flatfoot. You're part of the conspiracy.
Oh Jesus, it's one of those. Oh, here we go.
Can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Let's change the subject.
Oh my God.
You ever visit Catalina Island?
I went there for my
I'm doing really bad right now.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is industrial sabotage, Brian. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets. A guy has to do something. Insta-heat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
Insta-heat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
Huh.
You still work for them.
A guy has to work.
And the directors of the company. How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
I have no such thing. Shows prior convictions for contempt and assault. No such thing, though.
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you going to prove that?
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
Hey! Fuck!
Okay.
I think Ryan is our man. But procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects. Let's speak to Varley.
Did you hear that random? Did you hear that random? Hey, fuck you.
No, I was watching something else.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I'm gonna put him down in 1 round.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs. Flat out installations.
Which means we check and see. Oh yeah, I only do installations. God, he's a liar.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Literally right here.
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think you played him though, because he still wouldn't sell.
Okay, suburban
Word
development.
is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
Man, this guy is too easy. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Alright.
Why did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
Clement says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. I'll testify in court.
Suburban, they got real-time pressure on getting some of the big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money. But so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh? You're saying I'm some kind of psycho for hire? It's not true.
Reginald Varley, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
I'm no cold-blooded criminal. I could never burn up a whole family in their home.
How is it? No, just keep your mouth shut and listen to me for a second. How is it to bring no less than 3 suspects into my station, conduct extensive interviews, sift through mountains of evidence with Lynch and Pinker, and still manage to charge the wrong fucking guy? I took a chance on you, Phelps. People said I was crazy, and you made me look like a jerk. You may not be much of an arson investigator, but I hear you're merciless on the beat. Get going.
Well, that went terribly wrong.
You're 2 blocks behind 1st and 2nd.
We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We've a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
This is probably my worst case on record, so I'll have to try that again. But this is a good stopping point, I guess. Wait, actually, I should have charged Ryan. If you think about his last statement, that makes more sense.
House fire. Bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
Well, this is a good stopping point. I did what, 3 cases? Okay.
Alright, you done?
Now I am. So I'm either going to play Ghost of Tsushima, or I'm going to start looking into this Devil May Cry series, or I'm going to probably